South Africa recently crowned their new Miss South Africa, Zosie Bini, and Zosie has been in the headlines for rocking the natural hair at the pageant. In fact, a lot of people on social media chose to call her just a village girl or that she had nappy hair. But Zosie has laughed off these comments. She goes on to say that, "I want this win to be for all South African women. I want to show that you can be beautiful by simply being yourself, by wearing your own natural crown and not being ashamed. Your hair is your identity. And for such a long time, media stereotypes have really disenfranchised African natural beauty." So today on the show, we're talking about natural African hair and how the market is booming and how the stereotypes of African natural beauty are changing and how South African entrepreneur Eve Mafupa is catering to this demand in the South African market.
Welcome to the Wealth Nation podcast, a podcast for every mother, daughter, grandmother, sister, and wife, and the men who are smart enough to tune in. The Wealth Nation podcast brings you all you need to know about investments, business, property investments, personal finance, and all-around financial wellness. Here is your host, Yolanda Rose.
Hi, this is Yolanda and welcome to the Wealth Nation podcast. I aim to provide you with content, tips, and strategies that you can use to improve your money management and to build generational wealth. And if you're listening to us for the very first time, welcome to the show. Please take this opportunity to subscribe on whichever platform that you are listening on. And also, if you would leave me a review on Apple iTunes, that would be great. It would really help me to reach a wider audience and to help more people with the content that I provide on this podcast. If you want to get in touch with me, link up with me on Facebook and Instagram. Our page details are Financially Fabulous Females, and you can also link up on our website. It's www.financiallyfabulousfemales.com. If you missed out on our last episode, I spoke about how you can financially survive Christmas 2019. We are months away, about 4 months away, and the key to financially surviving Christmas and New Year this year is to plan ahead. So go and check out that episode. I give you some really cool tools and tips that you can use, that you can start implementing immediately to get things on track for the coming season ahead. The Wealth Nation podcast is sponsored by FreshBooks. FreshBooks is the all-in-one small business invoice and accounting solution. The all-new FreshBooks is accounting software that makes running your small business easy, fun, and secure. Spend less time on accounting and more time doing the work you love. For your 14-day free trial of FreshBooks, go to www.financiallyfabulousfemales.com/FreshBooks. In recent times, we've really come to find more African women embracing their African natural hair. And today on the show, we're speaking to Gauteng entrepreneur Eve Mafupa on natural hair products, because one of the ways that we can promote natural hair is providing the supplements and products that are needed to style it, to make it look good, just like with any other kind of hair and any other kind of beauty products out there. Eve is actually a trained mechanical engineer that has moved on to blogging, and now she is her own entrepreneur. So I had to have Eve on the show. She's such an inspiration, and it's Women's Month. We're celebrating women, and this is one woman we have to celebrate. So here's my interview with Eve. We chatted a couple of weeks ago, and let's get into the interview to hear all about Eve's natural hair product brand, how she's supplying a good part of South Africa and other South African countries. And if you listen closely, there's also a business opportunity in there for you. Eve, welcome to the Wealth Nation podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. We like to hear from entrepreneurs such as yourself to inspire us to get some ideas on business. So tell us, Eve, a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your business.
Okay, I'm 41 years old and I was working in the corporate until 2014. Mm-hmm. Until 2014, in September 2014, that's when I left my regular 9-to-5 employment and then went into business full time. I started the business in 2013 in any case. I started off by just selling basic products like oils and butters to my my followers, because I was blogging before then. So I started off by blogging. Yeah, from there. I started off as a blogger. I was blogging on natural hair when I was sharing my experience as far as growing out my natural hair is concerned. So my followers wanted to use my products, and then I ended up providing these products to them because the demand was there. There was a gap in the market. Most products that I was using were not exactly marketed for the natural hair community in South Africa. So that's basically how I started. And that was in 2013. And I left employment. I left employment in 2014, went into business full time. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Is business is something that you wanted to go into, or is it something that occurred naturally from your blogging?
I wasn't even thinking of business when I started out. It just went from blogging and sharing my experiences, and then into business. And even the blogging, I don't even think of it as a career or any business opportunity can arise from it. It was basically something that led into another, and then now here I am.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about your business. What's your business name, and exactly what products or service you provide?
Okay, well, it's no longer just a business name, but businesses, because I went on.
That's great. On to start.
Yeah. So what I started with was Natural Moisture, which was basically providing products and still provides products for the natural hair community in South Africa and other countries in the SADC region. And so we provide shea butter in its raw form. We provide oils, and then we also provide professional products like conditioners, shampoo, and sprays. So it's basically servicing the natural hair community in South Africa. And we have also carried other brands, mainly South African brands, in our online shop, because we have an online shop that has been running since 2013. So we have also carried other brands just to expose our clients to other brands that they can use as far as taking care of their hair is concerned, and also growing the Natural Moisture to be a comprehensive provider of natural hair products. Okay, so in 2017, I launched a hair salon, which takes care of natural hair only. So it's exclusively natural hair salon, and that is called Nashe Hair Studio, and it has been running since 2017, and that's going well as well.
Excellent. And you're based in Johannesburg?
Johannesburg, yes.
Okay, perfect. Now let's talk a little bit about natural hair. My kids are biracial, and my husband actually has to bring products from overseas just to take care of my oldest daughter's hair. In terms of the market, why isn't there anything there? Majority of our population is a Black population with natural hair. Why is it just not there?
Well, it's basically what was selling before, because remember, many people were relaxing their hair, and relaxers were kind of in the mainstream. And even our media literally showed relaxed hair, all weaves and wigs of Peruvian or Brazilian hair, which is not the only option when it comes to natural hair. So like natural hair wasn't in the mainstream and wasn't represented or even celebrated as it is being now. And with the rise of the Black middle class and self-actualization as well, it has allowed people to be comfortable in their hair, to be comfortable in their coily, curly hair, such that the market is the one that actually demanded these products. And yes, you're right that the products came from started in America. The products started in America and the UK, and I think they have been more advanced or more ahead with the natural hair, with returning to natural hair, let me say. So in South Africa and other African countries, it's kind of delayed to be a big thing, and many people have had to rely on products that come from outside the country. Yes, so but we are bridging the gap now. We have
great.
products that are as good as your Cantu or your sheer moisture, like the products that are.
So all these brands that you've mentioned, like Cantu and Sheer Moisture, I have like half the range in my house. These are not local brands.
No, they are not local brands.
Okay, so other than you, is there a big base of South African products that cater for natural hair?
Now, yes, definitely. When I started some 6 years ago, there were no products on the market that catered for African hair, or African natural hair, especially in the natural sense, as in products that are as natural as possible. I wouldn't say that we wouldn't be able to use other products, but the natural hair movement came with a lot of returning back to even best products, to natural ingredients, and the non-use of parabens and silicones and sulfates. So it's something that is growing. And even when I went to Discam yesterday, I'd realized that there's a lot of buzz about no parabens, no silicones, no sulfates, and it's something that overseas products had started quite a while ago, and in South Africa, those products were not available. So that's where the gap was.
I just want to quickly tell you about some really cool audio content. Now, since you're listening to this podcast, you most likely enjoy consuming audio content. I wanted to tell you about Amazon's Audible platform. Audible is a subsidiary of Amazon and is the world's largest producer of digital audiobooks. Their selection include over 300,000 best-selling digital audiobooks, radio and TV programs, and audio subscriptions to popular magazines and newspapers. I would like to give you a 30-day free trial of Audible. All you got to do is go to www.financiallyfabulousfemales.com/Audible and click on one of those links, and it's going to take you to your 30-day free trial where you can download 2 free audiobooks from Audible.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Tuned In. Now back to the show.
So your products, the Natural Moisture range, is it all natural? Does it contain these harsh chemicals like parabens and silicone?
The Natural Moisture products, the one that we manufacture here, they don't have parabens, they don't have silicones, they don't have sulfates.
Okay, so all of those chemicals are not getting absorbed in your hair and scalp. So that's great. You're sourcing your products locally or other parts of Africa, internationally? Where do you get your raw product from?
It's mainly locally, but there are certain ingredients like shea butter, which we have managed to come up with a consortium of small companies that we buy in bulk from Ghana.
Okay.
So, but the rest of the ingredients, we source them locally.
Yeah, shea butter is
local chemical.
It's so hard to get shea butter here. My husband is actually from the Caribbean. So my kids are a nice mix, but my oldest has traditional African hair with the afro, and I struggle to maintain it. So we actually have to bring raw shea butter over from the Caribbean just to deal with the hair. But where can we find your products other than in your online store? Are you stocking in the major retailers?
No, not yet. We didn't get that opportunity to stock in the local retailers, unfortunately. So we're still trying, because I say try again. Yeah. We're still trying to get in there, and hopefully there'll be an opening for us soon.
Okay, cool. So I know you're only servicing a Johannesburg crowd, but for me here in Durban, do you guys deliver in Durban?
Yes, definitely. That's the purpose of our online store. We deliver We get orders from all over South Africa, from Messina to Cape Town and the breadth of South Africa.
So you deliver.
Do deliveries. Yes, we do deliveries. We use courier companies to do the deliveries, and we use also Postnet to do the deliveries to people who are not in a place like, let's say, mining town, or they're in farming areas, such that a courier company will charge an arm and a leg to get there. So we use 3 types of delivery options.
Okay, so you're only delivering in South Africa. You're not delivering in surrounding countries, overseas, UK, US?
We use the post office to deliver to these other countries, and especially in the region, the SADC region, we normally use courier to deliver to these to the countries in the SADC region. Yes.
Okay, perfect. I saw on your website that there are stockists in Johannesburg that are stocking your product. Are there any other stockists outside Gauteng where people can access your products?
Well, we have stockists outside Gauteng. I am not sure as of current, but because sometimes they run out of product and we don't know if they have stock. Yes, but in Namibia we have a stockist. In Swaziland we have. In Lesotho we have a stockist. Okay. But every other person, especially in South Africa, we have the online shop for them to order from. And for any order above 600 Rand, the delivery is free.
Oh, excellent. So if there is a salon here in Durban or in another province that are interested in stocking your product, how is that something that you will look into?
Yes, definitely. That's what we are always looking for, so that at least we don't have the lead time of waiting for your order and the shipping cost as well. So they can always get in touch with us via email or our contact us page, so that we can provide them with the details on how they can go about it to stock our products. And we offer advertising and mentioning them as much as possible, as to let people know that they are in that area and they're offering our product.
Awesome. Cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put your contact details on our podcast show notes, so people can just click a link and get in touch with you if they're interested in stocking your products. Eve, tell us.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey. Any hiccups, any ups and downs?
Well, I think just the know-how on how to do certain things, and because as an entrepreneur who doesn't want to get into a lot of debt with starting up, it's difficult to know where to get funding or where to, as far as your tax requirements with SARS are concerned, how to go about them, and yet you are not an accountant and you don't have the funds to employ an accountant. And so it's a matter of information and basic training on how to do certain things and how to go about certain things. I think that is the main deterrent when it comes, or the main hurdle when it comes to advancing in the entrepreneurial journey.
So having this knowledge would have maybe sped up your growth in your business?
Definitely, because I wasn't trained as a business person. Like, I was not trained as a marketing person or anything in business for that matter. I trained as a mechanical engineer. So mechanical engineering, I don't think the course that I didn't prepare me for business at all. Didn't prepare me for entrepreneurship at all. So I suppose putting having modules that deal with procurement in each and every course in South Africa would help a big deal when it comes to entrepreneurship, because running a business is a whole different ballgame. And when you get in there, yes, you are there, and what you sign up for is selling products, but you don't know that you need to do admin, you need to create the products, you need to sell the products, and all the things that go with running a business. And in this case, as an entrepreneur, you start off on your own. So it's not like you're going to employ 10 people and have 5 departments who run each and every aspect of the business. You're not going to have that. So it's important. I think it's very important to have a module in each and every course that looks at running a full-fledged business as an individual.
Oh, I strongly believe that. In fact, I feel that it should be done at high school level, train our young people on business, on marketing, on digital selling. Hopefully this podcast gets to some powerful ears that can actually do that kind of decision making for us.
Yes, definitely. The earlier even the better, so that at least if they go into business soon after high school, they still can do something on their own before they have the money to be employing other people or to be outsourcing certain services.
Do you feel that being a Black and female in the entrepreneurial space, do you felt that held you back at any point?
Not much. I don't think there is much difference as far as me being female, but I think basically just being Black in a general sense as well, because I don't have an inheritance or rich parents. In actual case, I have to take care of my parents, take care of my kids, and also take care of my needs, and so funds are not always available to say go on to the next level of your business, or because you cannot fund it easily. There's no rich uncle to fund your business. You just either talk to the banks or wait until you have actually accumulated enough money to go on to the next level. So that's basically what I think. As far as me being a woman, I don't think that has been much of a hindrance, because the information that is there as far as running a business is not selective on, or even the support is not selective on you are supposed to be a man or you're supposed to be a woman. I don't think so that much. And especially on the macro space. Yeah. In the micro, as in my home, I think the responsibilities of being a woman, a mom, and a wife, yes, that's a big challenge, because not only am I running a business, I'm running a home as well. Yeah. Because the setup in my family is that, okay, I have a business, so I've got control over my time, and yet my husband has got a full-time job. Yeah. So it's always assumed that I've got time on my hands. Yeah. So I can run with the baby to the hospital. I can, all the parent duties seem to fall on me.
I know that feeling. I mean, just because you're a businesswoman, they don't want to give you a break on the household duties. I definitely know that feeling.
No, they don't, and they expect if some if one of you has to go to a place or to a child's school or to the doctor, then since you don't have to ask anyone to say, please, can I go out? Then it's expected. So in the micro, I would say, yes, being a woman has got a lot of drawbacks, because you're not just managing a business, you're managing a home as well. And I suppose that's the space that we are in at the moment.
Okay. So in 10 years' time, where do you see yourself and your business? How would you like things to go?
Well, I'm expecting to be to have my products in the major retail shops. So I am definitely working on that. And then the hair salon, I am expecting to have franchises all over Southern Africa.
Wow, that's awesome. If you had 100,000 Rand today, how would you use this money in your business?
I would get a big lab, bigger lab than what I have now, and more up-to-date machinery that will help me to formulate and produce products at a faster rate, not depending on labs that other people have. So because the lead time is quite a lot when you're using other people's labs or using other people's manufacturing facilities. So that's what I will do.
Okay, so you'd go into manufacturing.
Yes, I'll go into
cool.
manufacturing.
So what words of wisdom can you give to our budding female entrepreneurs that are listening to us right now?
I'd say go for it. If you have dreamt of it, put it into practice and see how it flourishes, because it cannot move unless it's born. So give birth to that idea. Don't just conceive it and think about it over and over without giving birth to it. Give birth to it and see how it grows.
Eve, thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best in your business, and hopefully I can catch up with you in a couple of years or even a couple of months to check on the progress on your business and get you in there in those stores.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Yolanda. I really do appreciate.
Okay, thanks so much, Eve. You have a great day and all the best.
Same to you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to visit our website at www.financiallyfabulousfemales.com and sign up for our free investment masterclass.